I started first from high school when I was still coming up. I was a dancer and all that. And I became a model. Not by default, of course, the looks were all there. And then after modeling a stint of 10 years or so and being successful in the industry, and I remember just telling Lucilla that I know I'm gonna have to stop, I don't want to be going forever as a model. And she was like, you gotta start doing a collection. I said, collection? 2001, first runway, first show, Ephymol, launch, boom. Never looked back until today. And there's really been a roller coaster, and I'm still standing, and we're still showing, and we're still making beautiful clothes, and we're still dressing the world. For me to give young designers opportunity is because I know how it is, how hard it is in this industry, actually in all industry at large, So for me, when I get the youngsters to come and work with me or come and do internship with me, I'm learning something from them as much as they're learning from me. So it's a kind of chain reaction. And more than anything, just impart my knowledge of all the years I've gone with them, and then seeing them pursuing, and wherever they fail, I'm there to check them up and just help however I may help. When President said, we got to start making the mask, it's a must everybody to wear a cloth mask. And I called my fellow designer, Tula Cindy. I said, Tula, we got to do the mask. And he was like, friend, let's leave it to the medical fraternity. I said, we're gonna starve. And for me, it was the first, I said, we're not selling clothes, we're gonna starve. So this is the right opportunity. We didn't know how it's gonna go, and I started going on the social media, 3 masks, they started making them more prettier, but actually following the CSD instructions as well. We made proper mask, fitted the fit and everything, and then started pumping the social media. Let me just say, more than we made a good living out of that. I managed to pay the bills, and then we're still doing the mask, beautiful mask, yes. This has been crazy how I do my research. I always go around. I'll take my garments, go to the taxis, go to the taxi drivers, and ask them if they can wear this garment. If they give me a face, they say, I say, no, this is it, I take it off. And I'll go to the next one. So that's how I managed to get to understand what kind of look and feel that they are comfortable. Being a city boy, I always call myself a mix of a rural, peri-urban, and a city, because I grew up in the Free State, during the uprisings. And when I came back, I was just in the city boy all my life. I've never been out of the city. So my life, my soul is in depth in the city. Let me say, in a nutshell, the city lives in me, and I live in the city. If I can tell you about this collection, you'll laugh. I name it, and I call it the most confused. I call it inspired and inspired collection. It's very, very tongue-tied. Inspired and inspired collection, because when we before lockdown, we was already working on a collection, and everything, boom, stopped. Then we all start getting confused. Then you get uninspired because you don't know what's going on. And you get inspired to say, oh, we're gonna open. And then extension comes, and you get uninspired. And then eventually you got inspired when we got a last call, said, guys, there's a green light, we're going for it. And it was a very interesting, because you didn't have no new fabrics, nothing. And then you have to start pulling here and there and trying to find things that are going to make you work. And then when I look back and I remember I looked in the mirror, I said, Ify, you're not going to pull your head. There's no money. There's no fabrics. No one has been shipping fabrics, and everything is dead end. But out of dead end, there's always the beginning. And this is where we're starting. I remember I was running around even on the last day of the show, because for me, it's never ready until it's ready. You are never ready until you are ready. So even in the last minute, I was like, I need to put a little bit of a pin here. I need to put a bit of a button here. But when I stand up and look at it, and I was like, wow. Beautiful and inspired collection.